mesmerised.
There we go. My pleasure. My pleasure.
And same as the first place I met you, I think, was in the Kennedy Arboretum.
Oh, yes, Rhododendron Week.
Yes, Rhododendron Week.
Yeah. Okay,
And Neil Portis was there.
that's right.
I
He was
spoke to
speaking.
Neil Portis this morning.
I believe you were on the radio.
Yes.
Yeah, a star. Yes, yeah.
Now, what am I to say now?
You've got to pretend to be really humble.
I can't believe you're stuck for words.
I'm overwhelmed by this. I don't know everything about rhododendrons. I just grew a few rhododendrons. It is a great honour to achieve this. I never knew from when I started the rhododendrons that I was going to either get a BEM medal plus this. This was a big bonus. So what else can I say? I'm still growing, you know.
Will you start writing?
Who sent me the seed? Yes, I have sown some of those seed, although there were some of the seed were not very viable. But I have sown some, and I do have some seedlings.
Well done.
Plus maybe 10 other trays of seedlings from different places.
That's for you, John, though.
So,
That's for you, not for...
those seedlings, by the way, won't flower maybe for 10, 15 years. I don't think I'll be here then.
Oh, at the rate you're going, I don't know.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
But it'll take them quite a while before the flower. Even when you do a hybridise between two separate plants, you wait 1 year before you get the seed.
Right.
And then you sow.
Well, that's why I wanted to give them to you, because I hadn't a clue. So, and as Neil Porty has said, sprinkle your magic on
I'll
them.
tell you what I'll do. I'll show you how to hybridise.
I knew this was
We'd all love to see that, John. Yeah. John, while you're standing, why don't you tell us how you created Mrs. John Galt after your late wife?
Mrs. John Galt was created by, let me think on the history. I went down to Newcastle. I had a sister who used to live in Kilkeel. And I went to Newcastle and I met a man there who lived in the house that the owner of the Sleeve Donner Nursery.
Hastings? Oh no, not the Slinger. Sorry, Slinger.
Yes, Slinger. I went to visit him and he told me, he says, I live in Slinger's house. And I immediately said, well, could I go out to Slinger's house? I'm quite sure there'd be some rhododendrons out there. I found a label on the ground for a plant which was called coral reef. I took some cuttings. I took the cuttings home, rooted them, flowered them, and then I hybridized it with Griersoneanum, a red species. Coral reef was more of a coral colour. And I raised a batch of seedlings. Most of the flowers were insipid, but there was one good flower on a very, very bad plant. And I picked the best out of the other flowers and I hybridized the two siblings, which created Mrs. John Galt. And Maureen herself had picked it out when she was fit. And she put a label on it which said, sold to Mrs. G for her collection. And Mrs. G was never told to anybody. And people used to come into the nursery and say, who is this Mrs. G that gets all the best plants? So that's how
Well done.
Mrs. John Galt was created.
Good. Because a lot of us grow John Galt rhododendrons. This garden, as you'll see today, is jam-packed with John Galt rhododendrons, but we all have your offspring in our gardens, John, so yeah. Anyway, 3 cheers for John. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Right.
Well done.
Well done, John.